Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my followers all over the world. Is your girl Gunshot? They don't know. So I'm here again. Hope you guys are keeping well. If you're coming across this video for the first time, kindly like, comment and share, follow and subscribe. If you're my existing subscriber, God bless you for hanging out with me. So guys, you know I always come with a bomb. I always come with educative information. So today I'll be telling you, I'll be talking about the topic I'll title the importance of studying your work materials. The importance of studying your work material. I want to tell you this morning that if you're doing any work and you're finding it very difficult, that everything you needed to succeed in that job is in your work material. When I say work material, what do I mean? It could be the app related to the job. It could be your manual. It could be your colleague. Yeah, you can study your colleague as your work material. You watch them do their work and learn from them. You can ask questions. You can do surveys, but most importantly, check out the material, your work material, and study. You might find yourself in a job whereby you don't have people around to ask questions. You may find yourself in a job you don't have people around to guide you. It is now up to you to pick up your work materials and study. And trust me, everything you needed to succeed in that job is in your work material. I'm going to start a perfect example with my. I'm going to start a perfect example with my humble self. When I started my Uber job like 2 years and 8 months ago, I was on my own. I had no one to mentor me. I had no one to lecture me. I had no one to direct me. Me, Gunshot, will be pro for Uber job now. That time I had no single experience, no single idea. Nobody was there to put me through. So I started working. The first day I picked my car. I went on my app and I hit the road. I worked the first day, I came home, I calculated the fuel I bought, I calculated the money I made. It was not making any sense. I said, okay, maybe because I'm just starting. The second day I repeated, it was the same thing. The third day, by the time I got to the fourth, fifth day, one day I went out and I parked under the tree in somewhere around the Ikeja GRA, and I began to cry. Amy Gunshot, I cried over my job, the job I'm a master in today. I began to cry. I had no one to talk to. I couldn't even relate to anyone. And I began to pray. Let me tell you the importance of work and pray. In any work you're doing, please always try to pray. When you pray, the Holy Spirit will definitely direct you. That is on period. You always get direction from above. So you don't know what I do then. Once I see any spam request on my phone, I'll pick. I will not even care how far the person is. I wouldn't even care how far the person is. All I needed to do that I have a ride on my app and I want to get it done. And I will see myself driving 30 minutes, driving 20 minutes, driving 15 minutes to pick a rider. And in most cases, those riders don't wait. By the time you're like 10, 15 minutes into the journey, they will cancel because of the fault you're delaying them. They were the ones that booked the ride and they saw how far you are, but they are not ready to wait for you. So in that case, I've already wasted fuel going to pick them. I've already wasted some fuel going to pick them. I ended up not picking them. At the end of the day, when you calculate the fuel you've spent and the profit you made, you find out that you're on the loss. So I began to cry. So when I was crying, I went off my app. I was offline. I was just crying and like weeping, wailing, like under one tree. Nobody else between me and my God. And I now began to think. So one mind said, go through your app and check everything you turn out, anything you have not turned out on that app. I began to study. That was how I began to flip through all the parts of my app and I began to gather knowledge. And with God on my side, I was able to pick some knowledges. You know what problem with my job then? I pick people who are very far from me and it's not profitable. And I now reduced my radius. I now reduced my radius to a maximum of 8 minutes. If I see a ride that's more than 8 minutes, I'm not going to pick. But most times the map made my no, this is me teaching you my job now. I think it's not necessary. But when I see a job that's going to take me a very long pickup period, I'm not going to pick. I will just ignore. Then when I see let's say a job that's close to me, I will pick. And that way, I started spending less on pickup because Uber doesn't pay you for pickup. They only pay you for the ride. After picking up, that's when they start counting for you. So if you're going to spend hours on pickup, you're on your own. So I now reduced my radius. I started picking people very close to me, and I began to smile on the job. So if I did not take time to study, if I did not take time to ask myself questions, if I did not take time to diagnose my insights, I would have been one of many people who are complaining that the job is not good and all. So it's very, very important to study the environment around you. It's very, very important to study your work material. Any job you see yourself doing, even in academics, study. When you study, you get better. So guys, remember, the title of this topic is Studying Your Work Material. When you saw this video, like, comment, and share, follow and subscribe. And it's your girl Gunshot, remember. See you in my next video. Bye.